What is happening, Internet? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed. And we're going to be playing more of the game tonight. And actually, I got an email from a parent that was actually thanking Amber for our moral compass and saying that if they purchase this game, they're going to make sure they turn off the story. So, hey, we're here to provide a service, you know? So I'm happy to hear that a lot of people agree with what we had to say. And yeah, some of the story stuff is kind of cringe, but the game is fine. Like, gameplay-wise, there's no issue with the game. Just skip the cutscenes. You can easily do that. You won't have to hear all the social drivel nonsense. But, yeah, so we're going to be listening to the TMNT soundtrack from Smash Up, which was the Smash Brothers Turtles game from years ago. Because the music in this game, if you are streaming this game, Outright is working on this, but right now, if you stream this game, you're going to get flagged with a lot of content ID on YouTube, and you might even get your video muted or blocked over on Twitch. So I would recommend turning off the game's music. It uses royalty-free music that, again, Outright Games reached out to me. They're working on it. If they're able to get it working, cool. If not, I'm going to listen to my own Turtle soundtrack, because I have a lot of different TMNT games that we can use. I feel like the TMNT Smash Up, you know, sounds pretty good, so I'm going to go with that. You guys can tell me what you think about it, but this is from a game that was not very good, but the soundtrack was pretty decent, so. And let me know if you can hear it. And we're going single player, because I have no second player anymore.
Okay, what shall I do today?
Okay. So, we've got the, we have our own Turtles music going on, so I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's there. And make sure the music is off. Their music is off. Their music is off. Their music needs to be all the way off. There we go. Alright, so can you guys hear the TMNT Smash Up soundtrack? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, you guys can hear? Okay, cool. So apparently there's a way to change turtle skins in this. I don't know how to do it, but there's a way to do it. Like, the 1987 Ninja Turtles are in this somewhere. But I don't know where exactly. Maybe that's later in the game. I don't know. So the story is about 15 hours long. A little bit less than that. And my skill tree, I still don't have other stuff in my skill tree yet. So we're still working on stuff. Flying kick. Okay, so Raph is all done, you're all done, you're all done. Anything else?
Boy, come over here.
Hello, Splinter. Oh, I guess we somehow nuke the voices? Somehow? Didn't teach you boys how to love? What? So, turning off the game's music somehow bugs out the sound now? Oy vey. Nobody remembers the TMNT Smash Up soundtrack? The soundtrack actually was pretty good. The problem with it is the game wasn't the best. TMNT Smash Up was like a decent clone at best. So I guess turning off the game's music somehow messed up the voices. Unless not everything in this game is voice acted, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be. You think it's a bug? Yeah, probably. Need childhood friend, blah blah blah. Drama. Unlock new dojo challenges. Okay. Each movie I show you will contain a lesson tailored to one of your biggest emotional something. As homework, of course. Class dismissed. Let's see if there's voices again. Nighttime. Okay, it's not letting us do anything. Nice map system. Alright, let's go back. Starto. Home, under the city. What happens if we talk to Mikey? Yeah, somehow turning off the game's music messed up the sound. But I could do my Michael Townsend now if I want. Oh, never mind. You can only talk to him once. Hey, dude! Rocksteady's latest album low-key slaps. Mondo's been recommending some of their tracks, and I think I might be a fan. What's this? Timeout. Oh, dojo challenges. Okay, focus fire. Defeat all enemies before time runs out. Okay. I guess we won't be able to hear the hipster turtles anymore. I mean, it's a glitch. I don't know what... I'm not turning the sound effects on. Like, or the... Excuse me. Actually, let's make sure I didn't accidentally turn off the sound effects. I don't think I did, though. Audio. The only thing I turned off was music. Voices should still be up. See? UI volume should be fine. Sound effects should be fine, too. So I don't know what happened. Yeah, there's noise coming from my PlayStation. Okay, I kind of dig this. This is kind of funny. This music's funny. It kind of makes this better. Oh gosh, that's funny. I can actually say I like something about TMNT Smash Up now. the music for this game before was like very like royalty free, like no soul to it. I don't know, it just seems like a little more fun now. Yeah. So one of my haters left an interesting comment. They're like, hey, if you have such a problem with the voice direction, maybe become a, what do they call it? Like a voice director or something. I was like, you know what? I think that's a great idea. I'm too old to become a voice actor, but maybe I could become a voice director. I'd do a bang-up job. You kidding me? I'd pick people that actually sound like the Ninja Turtles.
That was some intense meditation. Well done, everybody.
I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but I hear the music now. I hear my own music. Yeah, when people give me those type of comments, it's like, why, thank you. I think I will get into voice direction. That's a great idea. I didn't even think about that before. I could be a powerful change in the industry. Why not?
Okay, what shall I do today?
I don't know how to do the code. Alright, let's go do the story now, I guess. What? The foam? A hip and modern coffee shop in New York City. Not a very unique business model. Coexisting center, boo. The park! The pools! Swimming pool in the coexisting center. Did the glitches stop? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Alright, so where are we going? The fields, days for curfew. Days since curfew 4. The foam. So I can go wherever I want. Home. The park. Water samples. Uptown Manhattan, old subway. Sai needs some samples from different water sources around the city. Let's go do it. Due in 7 days. Okay. What year was TMNT Smash Up? This music's fun. Let's go! This feels like Ninja Turtles, doesn't it? Whatever music they were using in this game didn't feel like Ninja Turtles. This does. It's cool. I like it. ...2009 was TMNT Smash Up? Wow, that was a long time ago. No, I can't play Turtles music from the 87 show now.
Let's take the tunnels to the pool.
Everyone good on sunscreen?
Can we do parkour stuff in this or no? No. This makes the game better.
Hey!
I still have Smash Up on my Wii, I think. Is it like a boss battle? No. So people are misquoting me on X. They said, the Kwings said for 2 hours that this game was trash. It's like, no, we talked about for like 30 minutes that the story was cringe and bad. And we never said anything bad about the gameplay that I know of. The only thing we brought up was like talking about morality things. One part of the game's story, it was highlighting that Bebop and Rocksteady stole stuff and they were friends of the Ninja Turtles, and the Ninja Turtles were going after Bebop and Rocksteady. But the only reason they were going after them was to defeat them before the police showed up. Because, you know, Bebop and Rocksteady are their people because they're mutants, so they have to be the ones to put a stop to them. Before the cops show up, because they could get in trouble for stealing. And it was just kind of like, eye roll. You know, it's very 2020s, like, game activist nonsense. So, I mean, we called that stuff out, and we said that it shouldn't have been in the game because this game is directed towards kids. So that's, you know, kind of like, sort of like propaganda. We never said anything bad about the game in terms of how the game plays. I think it has pretty decent gameplay. It's a not bad hack and slash game, you know? What? I don't think the counter system works very well in this game, but you don't really need it because the game always gives you an S rank. Usually. Also, let me know if my music is too loud, I'll turn it down. I don't have the best way to hear if I'm being, like, overpowered by the TMNT soundtrack I'm playing in the background. It's mostly for your guys' benefit, so you can hear music in the game, because I had to turn off the music in this game because it's copyrighted. So I just need to know if the audio levels are good and stuff like that, because it doesn't matter to me, because I play games without sound all the time. It's just for the audience watching this game. Whoa! Whoa! Although I have to say that this music fits the game better. Feels more Ninja Turtles-like from what I can tell. The music in this game that they did was like royalty-free, like funk music. It didn't even feel like Ninja Turtles. Like kind of like hip-hop and funk. Like I got some like slamming beats going on that feel very, you know, Ninja Turtles-like, because it actually is from a Turtles soundtrack. It's from the TMNT Smash Up game from Wii and PS2. You're actually hearing the Wii soundtrack though.
Okay, let's double check that everybody has a bottle to get those samples in.
Can it be used?
I don't see why not.
Wait.
So yeah, as you see, the gameplay's fine. So I had a couple concerned parents email me because they bought this game for their kid. And, you know, they were like, what do I need to be concerned about? I said, the story's like, you know, little game activist heavy, so you can skip the cutscenes. There's no problem. You know, play the game with your kid, and if you want to explain, hey, stealing is wrong, that's your, you know, thing as a parent. I wouldn't say I'm trashing on the game like 24/7. My haters are really weird. They say that I always like dump on games like all the time. I do not. I bring up something that annoys me, I talk about it for a little bit, and then I move on. But I wouldn't say that this game is trash. I never said that. I hate being misquoted.
So wait, you still have STEM, even though school's closed because of the curfews?
But, you know, of course, quoting people correctly doesn't make for good headlines on Twitter, does it? Kwing trashes new Turtles game.
I wish I could keep practicing.
Propaganda for children, blah, 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 blah.
Improv, Mikey?
Yes, and nobody. You guys will not
Yoink.
get us talking.
Whoa! Ah, somehow miraculously I got another S rank. I don't like that though. Do you see how the game constantly rewards you even though when you're not doing well? Like, yeah, I'm doing some pretty decent combos, but you see how much damage I'm taking? If I was playing any other Turtles game that uses a score system, I shouldn't be getting S ranks. Like, they might want to fix that. Because, I mean, it doesn't really feel like you're really earning those S ranks. It's like you're being given those S ranks, and the whole point of the game is just to subject kids to the weird storytelling. You know, everyone can get an S rank. It's like, I want to earn that S rank, you know? But, okay, the platforming in this is not very good right now. Whoa! Look at that camera angle. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay. Alright, where are we going? You gonna put the camera behind me, or what's going on? You can do some pretty weird stuff there. Man, this music fits now! Let's go! Yeah! Feels like sewery music, or technodrome or something, I don't know. Way to go, TMNT Smash Up. You're good for something. What's this? Oh, it's more graffiti in the sewer.
That's a masterpiece.
Good beat. Really good beat. What's the name of this song, anyway? Hey, dudes! This is called The Sewers. How fitting is that? They call this soundtrack in TMNT Smash Up The Sewers. I think it's dope. I'm just gonna keep, like, looping this while I'm in the sewer. It works, man. It so works. Yeah!
Okay, time to get the samples.
Yeah, I like that.
Look, shower.
I don't want to have to reapply.
No, let's sample the water from the shower.
Good idea.
I don't think the movies got the memo about this being a public school. They're raring to kick us out.
Not there. Come on, take it easy. Hey! It hurts.
Whoops. How? I even messed up the combo. I didn't even do square, square, triangle. You know what? Whatever.
One down, 2 to go. Let's head outside the locker room.
Time to move.
Having some fun now.
A splash pad. Wicked.
Looks like the movies called it. We need to clear them on Forge. It's the only way to get our second sample.
I'll get you.
Aw, the sewer music's over. No, Amazon Music doesn't work. Actually, it kind of does. Huh.
Come on, take it easy.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, finally anything other than S. There you go. I was nearly dead, but sure.
Two samples. Just one more and we're good. Let's head out to the main deck.
I'm about dead, but that's okay.
Well, boys, looks like we found the mother lode.
Not so fast. We shouldn't sample the pool itself. It's treated with chlorine, which would kill off any foreign compound.
See, look, you can even skip the cutscenes if you don't want to watch them.
Drinking fountains then?
Those'll do. Step away from the pool, muties. It's Adult Swim.
Come on! Delivery complete!
Back to S rank, I guess.
We did it. We collected 3 relatively diverse
Okay, this is
samples
growing
of New
on
York
me.
City water. Now what? I'm gonna drop these off at Sai's lab. He'll text me as soon as he has the results. Then meet up at Ray's?
That was cool, wasn't it?
Moving on. Nah, you don't really need to watch the cutscenes because the turtles will just tell you in the game
I brought
level.
my brothers to hear the lab results. Hope that's okay.
You 3 have even half of Donnie's aptitude. Good company.
You mean like combined or individually?
Calls individually?
What's aptitude?
Now, would you like to know the results of the separation process?
Desperately.
There is indeed a foreign compound in the water.
We were right!
So, what is it?
All I know for now is it's some kind of organic protein.
Donnie, translation? Means that whatever's in the water was made by an animal.
Or a mutant.
The exact nature of the protein is still a big question mark. But I did manage to whip up a reagent which dyes the water purple wherever it's present.
Like a protein detector?
Precisely. I've set up real-time monitoring sites across the city. With the data I collect, we'll be able to gauge the city's overall contagion level.
Pheromone pollution. Captain Planet.
That's, for sure helpful, but we could also use the detector to trace the protein to its source.
Yeah, find out who's poisoning the water.
Theoretically, but there's so much infrastructure in New York City, it's not as trivial as following a stream.
We live in the sewers, bruh.
It's basically a superhighway for New York's water supply.
We just need to find a good swimmer. Someone who can focus on dyeing the water while we fight off any mubies taking shelter in the tunnels.
I don't recommend anyone immerse themselves in protein-infected sewage.
What about Genghis? Dude hops on water.
Good idea. I'll text him.
I see smarts do run in the family. Let me know what you find. In the meantime, I'll begin sequencing the protein itself to find out more about its concrete effects.
right.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna play as Raph. Whoa.
So, I just dump this stuff in the water?
Just a few drops should be enough to reveal the protein.
If you say so.
It's working.
Let's follow it upstream.
Through those muties.
Hate to beat up my fellow sewer squatter. This is for their own good, right?
You keep hopping, Genghis. We'll catch you at the next junction.
Wait, can you do parkour stuff in this?
Let's go.
Yeah, kind of. Not really, though. And you're listening to the, what is this? What theme is this? This is the jungle theme from TMNT Smash Up.
Oh no.
Hey, Joseph West, how you doing? It's black with white stripes. Okay. That was fast.
You're strong.
Well, of course Raph is strong. So Leo's balanced, Raph is strong. Makes sense. Waha!
Yeah, that's more like it.
You don't like some of the designs? Yeah, I don't like a lot of the design choices in this TMNT thing either.
Hey, Sai.
Just checking in to see how the protein detector is working out.
Great. We're on the
The
scent.
gameplay's fine.
Question.
Oops.
Why it gotta be
I
purple?
say that as I
Wouldn't a
jump
primary
into
color
it.
be more scientific? Blue, for instance?
Or how about a nice Tangelo?
I didn't get purple.
Camera angles could use some work, though. Camera angles go all over the place sometimes. Like, is it gonna put the camera above my head? Is it going to go from behind my back? Well, that was a quick song. What was that? How did I get to this? I don't think this is right. Huh.
Smash! You're strong. Hey, that hurt. Donnie, I need your help.
Easy mode.
Please tell me you drop food. Good boy.
Strong. That hurt.
What is that?
Hey,
Dang.
that hurt. Ouch.
Great.
You're strong.
I guess in order to keep S rank up in this game, you just have to keep mashing the button. You have to keep your gauge filled. If it drops below that, that's how you get a bad score. Eh. Okay, so I can't get the stuff back there. That's purely cosmetic. Okay.
Hey, Genghis. Tell us if you need a break, yeah? The last thing we want is for you to fall into the water and become infected.
I could do this all day, all night. Hopping is my preferred mode of locomotion. I once hopped all the way across Jamaica Bay and back.
I assumed something was chasing you.
Nah, man. I was doing a barbecue run for the community I came from. Giving back to those frogs who weren't lucky enough to become mutant.
That's actually inspiring.
We should totally be practicing more gratitude.
Thank you, Ooze, for the gift of brisket.
Oops! My bad. So anyway, I just wanted to give props to Outright Games because they're actually looking into fixing the problem with the copyrighted music. So I always give props where props is due. So good on the publisher for trying to, you know, work with content creators and get the copyright system taken care of. Not many publishers and developers do that this day and age. Usually streamers have to, you know, just turn off the in-game music. I'm actually streaming Turtles music from another game from a long time ago because, I don't know, I think it had a nice, like, grungy, rocky sound to the music, so I was like, okay, that works. What? I don't think this works. No, I don't like this. Western Town does not work. Bring me back to the sewers. There we go, thank you. I do not like the Western music.
Right.
Wow. Parkour. What?
All right.
Looks like the purple's coming from that way.
That's where we go.
This is totally working. We'll find the source in no time.
Just have to knock a few more heads together.
Uh-oh. Doof! Oh, that blood-curdling scream. Wow, rap. Ha! That was intense. Okay, nothing here. Enemies are gonna attack me from here? Oh no. How's that gonna work? Oh, because they fly, that's how. Okay, I get it. I understand. I was like, alright, well, how are they gonna pull this off? They're gonna fly and attack you, that's how. Yoink. What? What did I step on? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, see how the grade system works based on like how long you keep the combo going? Like, it's not really like, hey, you're doing like a really good job here. It's like, no, you just have to keep that rank thing lit or filled, and then that's how you achieve your grading. I don't know. There's not really a lot of a, you know, a challenge involved with it at all. Just kind of... You did good, I guess. Good job. What's after the Western place? Train. Okay, this reminds me of early 2000s music. I'm okay with this. Are we going the right way? Dang! Listen to that double bass. Go! Woo! Man's got skills.
So, Sai, this protein, can it affect people's brains? Make them act crazy?
No, be an exception to this particular problem. But mutants, actually, I'm surprised you four haven't been affected.
That's because we don't drink water.
Alpine Cross for life.
Don't tell her that.
Well, fortunate. And satisfying.
Whoa. Dude's got fast feet. Impressive. Especially for went all out like a game soundtrack, for crying out loud. Pseudo musician went all out. Dang. Can you imagine like giving like 110% for a game soundtrack like that? Guy was like, I need more double bass. Drummer's like, yes. Whew. Even I wasn't, when I was able to use both my legs to play the drums, even I couldn't be that fast with a double bass. No way. Guy's got foot pedal skills. Holy crap. I can hear it. That's not a machine either. Yeah, we got more weird catapult guys or whatever. Whoa. Ow. Okay, platforming might be a little bit of an issue in this level. Whoa! Aw, dang. No, don't be over. I like that. No, I don't like this.
Yeah, that's more like it.
No, this doesn't fit the sewers. Save this for like when we're in town or something. Go back to the sick double bass. Was it this? Yeah! I like that. Wish I could just loop that. But I can't really loop it. Yeah! This makes it more exciting! Let's go!
Now where?
See that blue pipe from the looks of it?
I can't swim inside. Current's too strong.
Shoot.
So, what? You hit a dead end?
I could try my European racing briefs. There's much more water down there, but also more marine, if I'm being real.
As much as we'd love to see those delicious frog legs, G, I don't think anything's getting through that torrent.
Let's take a picture and show Dad. If anyone knows where this pipe goes, it's Maze Master Splinter.
You're so alive.
It's not copyright-free music. It's music from an older Turtles game. It might get hit by copyright, but I mean the game's from 2009, so probably not. I don't know though. This game's music will get you Content ID, but I played like I've played Turtle soundtracks in the past, no problem.
Yeah, you know? Let me consult my sewer atlas.
Here.
Whoa, Dad. You drew this map?
It's color-coded and everything.
This graph paper is giving me serious mazes and monsters vibes.
When you were young, I walked every inch of these sewers. I wanted to have multiple escape routes in case the humans ever found us.
Guys, is this our blue pipe? Looks like it's connected to the Lower Manhattan Water Treatment Facility.
Then we've got our target.
You can't trespass on city property. I busted you out of TCRI, but I can't bust you out of Rikers Island.
But, Dad, we have to find out who's contaminating the water and put a stop to it.
Besides, you're the one always telling us to stay hydrated. How can we drink 8 cups a day if the water is literally poisonous?
8 cups is for humans. It's 12 for amphibians. But I do take your point. Just please don't get arrested. I'm still doing physical therapy after the last time I broke you out of captivity.
Man, why do they make Splinter so weak? Like, what happened to cool, wise Master Splinter? Like, what's with all the disrespect for elderly? Messed up.
Okay, what shall I do today?
Oh, okay. Can we do any other skill trees now? No. Nope. Still can't unlock any other skill trees. How are you supposed to unlock the other skill trees? So Leonardo's the only one that has 2 skill trees? Locked. If an enemy is not defeated with 1,000 cuts, it will be weaker to Leo's next attacks. Okay. So then how do you unlock all the extra XP that you have? Because I've been racking up XP. Look at that. It's 670, but I can't buy jack. Because I already bought everything. What's up with that? Oh, well. Hey, dude! Oh, this is... Okay, so there's aspects of this game that doesn't have voice acting. Yeah, see, this stuff doesn't have voice acting. So let's do some Turtles music. There you go, cheesy Turtles music for hanging out with Master Splinter. I guess they forgot to voice act this section. I don't know. Splinter leveled up from just talking to Splinter? Okay. Alright, what else do we have? Where's that weird... Oh, this is still going on? Wait, I didn't want to do more of this. I also have the 1987 turtle skins, but I don't know how to activate them. Like, they're in the game, but I don't know where to go to activate them. Maybe I have to wait until I beat the game, I don't know. Do you need to check the settings to unlock the characters? I don't know. News to me. Okay, so they have some more stuff. We want to do another challenge thing. 90% of the game is done? No, it is not. I mean, that would be cool. Our home for most of our lives. You're saying some of this game was inspired by Persona? Ah, I see. Why do they have a random outhouse there? I want to talk to Mikey. Bye, Mikey. This is the challenge stuff, right? The floor is lava challenge. Alright, cool. Let's, what a game activist is? They're crazy. They're non-gamers. You could also call them Twitter trolls. Consultant agencies, SBI, that kind of stuff.
Not fair.
The floor is lava. See, we're at war in the game industry currently. It's gamers versus game activists. Game activists are for censorship. They don't like attractive characters. They like to interject all types of politics and social issues into games that don't belong in games. What else do they do? They sacrifice good gameplay for bad story elements. They don't do any research, so they make a lot of mistakes in games when they actually make them. They go out of their way to bully and insult Japanese game developers for including skins for like attractive looking females in Street Fighter and Tekken and all this other stuff. They write scathing articles making fun of gamers, and then when their games fail, they're like, why didn't gamers buy our games? It's the gamers' fault, it's not ours, because we don't have any accountability. Mwah. We said don't buy our game, and that's exactly what the gamers did. Who saw that coming? Everyone with common sense. You tell gamers not to buy something, gamers are like, oh, okay. Why didn't you buy our game? What's wrong with you? I hate activists. They're frauds. They ain't even gamers. They're fakes. Cockroaches in our industry. Cannot stand them. Assist charges. Okay, that's cool. So doing challenges does something. Yeah, that's what people... I don't even use the term woke anymore. I've just created my own term. They're activists. Game activists. Because they're not gamers. What it is they grew up watching like a brother or sister who may have been a gamer, and they're like, you know what, I want to do that, but actually they hate everything about video games. They hate our culture, they hate everything about the games that we love, and they want to change and ruin them. They've even been quoted like saying that they'd rather burn the game industry down so they can, quote, interject changes. No matter the cost. They don't care. So they will burn our industry to the ground if they can prove a point. If they can earn some type of political points, they'll do it. That's why these people are scum. But they're losing ground. We're winning the war. Like, Japan is very wise to a lot of their crazy stuff now, so they're losing... There's been several consultant agencies that are on the verge of bankruptcy, so we are winning. And all we have to do is vote our pocketbook, basically. It's a very good thing. The game industry is going to go back to being normal soon. It's just going to take a year or two. 2026, probably. But more and more companies are waking up, so... What makes Japan different than a lot of these weirdos in the West is Japan wants to make money. If Japan doesn't earn a profit, they're just not like, oh, okay, well, we'll keep going with all this social stuff. No, they won't. They'll be like, we're not turning a profit with this stuff, and most of our customers are not buying our games. So, yeah. Because at the end of the day, they don't really care about anything other than earning money. That's why Japan has been so successful in the game industry for 40 plus years. Is they like to make a product that they know their customers are going to buy. See, fake gamers don't buy games. What they do is they give you brownie points and retweets and, you know, pats on the back on Twitter or social media, but they aren't actually financially supporting these games. If they were, and they were really bigger than us, which they aren't, then Concord wouldn't have failed, Suicide Squad wouldn't have failed, Dustborn wouldn't have failed, Star Wars Outlaws wouldn't have failed. All these games failed because they added stuff that gamers did not want. And the problem is, most of these activists are whispering in the ear of a lot of these game developers and saying, hey, this is what America wants in their video games, and Japan is just kind of like, really? Well, we can add it and see how it goes. And then when it fails, Japan, like, tosses them to the curb, like, yeah, no, we're never doing that again. But like I said, it's going to take some time, but we're going to get the game industry back, because what activists don't understand is that gamers have equal power with the industry that we're in. We have no sway over movies, over comic books, over television, but video games, we're equal with the people that make them. Like with game publishers, developers, we all have one thing in common. We are all gamers. We all love video games. We love video game culture. Activists aren't gamers. They hate everything that we stand for, so they tried to come into our industry in 2019, and they're being segued out the door because they don't relate to us. And, you know, we had a wait-and-see attitude with these freaks for about 2.5 to 3 years, and basically we're, like, done with them. Because, you know, we don't need them. They don't add anything to our industry at all. And, you know, it might be a harsh thing to say, but it's a true, blunt thing to say. You know, I don't really care about hurting their feelings. Their feelings don't matter when it comes to game development, you know? It's true. The reason why we're winning this war is because it's a war of common sense. That's it. The source. Are we supposed to go here? Time to find a way into the treatment plant. Maybe we can find an opening following the river. I guess that's what they want us to do. Alright, let's look for some other song. The Warehouse, maybe? Warehouse sound good? Yeah! Warehouse sounds pretty dope. I like that. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the thing is, we've been saying for years with these activists, like, hey, we're willing to compromise with you. You want to include an ugly option in a video game to turn a character model into something hideous? Cool. We want the option to be able to turn them normal. And they're like, no, you can't do that because that's going to make people die. It's like, what? It's like, what are you smoking? How is this game causing people to die? What is wrong with you? Go get hit by a bus. You know, it's like, these people are insane. You know, go play in traffic. What is wrong with you? The problem is they don't want to compromise with us. We've been willing to be like, hey, cool. You know, you want this style of game? Go for it. But you can't change this game. Or, like, if you're going to change this game, let us have the option to have attractive characters in it. Or, you know, to not have to do this side mission or whatever. They're like, no, it's my way or the highway. And it's like, fine, we're going to run you out of town. That's where we are. So before we were not gatekeeping, now we are. And now we're pushing these people out because they do not belong here. They are not one of us. They do not belong here. They don't deserve the jobs that they have. They don't belong. If they actually were willing to work with us, cool. But if they're not, there's the door. That's where we are now, and that's why all of their games this year have failed. Every single one of those woke games that came out this year flopped. All the games that they made fun of and said problematic succeeded. Every single one of them. Black Myth Wukong, Stellar Blade, all those games, all the ones that they said were problematic, all of them were super successful because gamers were like, that looks cool, I want to play it. That's all it is. Gamers are really not hard to please, but if you cross us, we will destroy you. It's that simple. You want to know why we destroy them? Because we just want to be left alone. Gaming is our escapism. And when you know, kind of creep into our territory and you change too many things and you alienate us, yes, we're going to push you out. Whatever it takes, because we don't want you. you know? You can only be willing to work with like people that don't actually want to work with you for so long, you know? Eventually you come to a point where there's no point talking to these people. There's no middle ground. There's nothing. So get out. So you'll see by like a year or two, like most of these consultant agencies are going to go completely bankrupt. 2 of them are on the brink of bankruptcy right now. And they're crying victim complex because people aren't buying their games because people are aware their games are bad. So all these gamers are like, yeah, I'm not buying this. And the gamers have every right to say that too. Like, yeah, I don't want to buy this. I don't want to play this. And word of mouth gets around and boom. Done. You know?
Okay, team. Let's head to the treatment plant and find out who's poisoning the water.
Because what a lot of these companies don't understand is they are actually around because we allow them to exist. You know? It's all based on reputation. If their reputation is bad with gamers, like if they're known for making bad products, they're in trouble because gamers aren't going to buy their product. We aren't like comic books and film and television that just consume stuff for the sake of consuming it. Like, we actually want to play quality games. And if you don't deliver that, I mean, why in the world would we buy it? So, I mean, the problem is we're very smart consumers, and these people want us to be idiots, and we're not. That's why we're winning this war. We will never win the war of comic books and television and movies, but we are going to win the gaming war. Because there's more of us. We're more united in terms of like worldwide, like global aspect. You know, it's not like when trying to do stuff with the whole comic stuff and whatever. That's just in the West. Like, everybody has different viewpoints and stuff like that in other countries. But gamers are like all united under one banner, the banner of gaming, and that's worldwide. So a lot of these people, when they go and they interject stuff that's in America, you know, and make it over available in the Philippines or in China or Japan, these other countries are like, wait a second, what's going on? And then those games fail. So we have a very cool art in this like gaming space where we are literally equals with the people that make the games. Because without us, these massive companies cannot succeed. If nobody buys their products, they're going to go under. You might even witness Ubisoft go under in a year or two because their backers, their financial people that have been supporting them, are not happy with basically what happened with Star Wars. If Assassin's Creed bombs, you could be looking at Ubisoft actually going under in a year. Because they're going to have to find a way of either, you know, backtracking or doing something else to save face because their reputation is going to be ruined. And once your reputation is over in the game industry, all the people that bought your product are going to go over to another company where they can get a similar type of gameplay experience. Because gamers are going to be like, wait a second, I remember this game sucked from this company, I'm not buying it. Or, I don't trust this company. Rocksteady is in a very dangerous position right now because even though they said, hey, we're most likely working on a new Batman game, you want to know what the consensus on the internet is with gamers? They're like, who cares? You ruined Suicide Squad. Why would we give you the, you know, the option to go and make a cool Batman game? We would much rather... There are people talking all over the internet and gamers in different groups and forums that you want to know what would be better for the Arkham games? Is if a new company other than Rocksteady was issued the license for whatever this new Arkham game in development is. Because they don't want Rocksteady to make it. Because Rocksteady has a very bad reputation right now. It's going to take a lot for them to gain the respect that they once had. And that's a big thing in the game industry with gamers, is if you get a bad reputation, you're done. You know? Like I said, we hold a lot more power than people realize. That's why our media is so cool, like the game industry. Nowhere else in any other hobby is like that, at all. Because at the end of the day, the people who make the games, the people who play the games, and the people who publish the games are all gamers. Everybody wants to play cool stuff, normally.
Sorry about that.
And that's what gives us power. It's true. What is this? Nothing. Ooh, I have no idea what I just found, but I found something. I don't think I like this factory music. I don't think it works. It's got a factory-esque sound to it, but I think this is supposed to be the Technodrome from TMNT Smash Up. It's called Space Lab. I don't like it. Let's try something else. This works. I get a very factory vibe from this music. But before, I wasn't into gatekeeping. I'm 100% for gatekeeping our industry now, because I think that we should only hire people based on merit, skill, and a love of the game. If you don't love video games, you have no business in this industry, because you're just going to pull it down into hell with you. Like, that's where I am. You know? It's like, if you grew up playing games, you like them, and you want to make awesome stuff, you're more than welcome in this industry. If you're just some weirdo that came from the comic books or the movie field or TV or entertainment, you don't belong in our industry. You're gonna, like, drag it down.
Hey, Sai, we're closing in
I
on
broke
the
it down and I
switch.
made it make sense to you. That's because when it comes to common sense, I know what I'm talking about. The sad thing is, I saw back in 2014 when I left the game industry as a journalist that things were getting kind of wonky. But, like, I had no idea by, like, 2018, 2019, things were going to backslide that quickly. Because we were having problems in 2014 where some game journalists in America were making fun of Japanese game developers and calling, like, their games problematic and doing, like, a bunch of weird kind of, like, insulting stuff. Basically using their platforms to insult, like, high-profile Japanese people, which you do not want to be rude to Japanese developers because that's a very bad thing. Like, we have rudeness in our culture and people just kind of see it as smack talk or, you know, being fresh or whatever. In Japan, if you're rude to them, that's, like, real bad. It's very improper. It's almost like cussing them out. Like, they're a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very respectful group of people. Like, especially in the business world, you don't want to be insulting to a Japanese developer because, for one, you're going to get blacklisted from them forever, which is part of the reason why Kotaku is blacklisted from so many Japanese developers, is because they've written so many hit pieces against them, and Japan's just like, okay, you're on our list. And then they whine and complain. They're like, well, we would have done a review early, but we've been blacklisted because of blah, 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 blah. It's like they were flapping their mouth, and Japan was like, okay, you said this, so you're done. But Asian countries are very adamant about, like, don't be rude to them. It's like a part of their culture. Like, you have to be respectful and polite. They have different types of speech, too. They have formal speech, and they have informal. And you have to get their permission. Like, when I used to sit down with Japanese developers, like, the translator would be like, are you okay with me translating as formal speech to them, or you want to go casual? And then they would look at me like, you don't want to do casual because you don't know these people very well. So it's like, okay, yeah, of course, very formal. And if they get to know you, then they become, like, kind of, like, relaxed and stuff like that. But it's a completely different culture than ours, right? But a lot of these weirdos, when they came into the industry, they were doing a lot of, like, really nasty stuff in 2014. And I was already out of the industry because I was like, I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber at this point. Because that was my plan. I still have my press credentials and I could start a publication, but good luck getting funding to do something like that, right? And I don't want to work at any of the places like IGN or GameSpot or any of those places. Because those places are, like, pretty bad now. But I could see the writing on the wall and I was like, I'd much rather do the YouTube thing with my wife and, you know, kind of have my own reputation and not have to worry about, like, being tied to a publication. Because, as you know, publications are really kind of a hit or miss now. So I wanted to go the whole YouTube route. But I think what really stemmed with a lot of the problems with the activists is during the pandemic, when everybody was isolated from one another and you were no longer, you know, inside of your job. A lot of the weird stuff on TikTok and Twitter and cancel culture and all this stuff kind of stemmed from 2019 and 2020 especially. It's because everybody was home with nothing to do, and there was no more repercussions, really, because is your job really going to fire you, like, from home, like, during the pandemic? Like, who's going to do that? There was no way to control your employees and keep everybody in check, so people just went crazy. And, you know, now that everybody is back to work and stuff like that, a lot of the game industry is like, hang on a second, a lot of this stuff isn't working anymore. So they're kind of going back to normal a little bit. But it's going to be a process that's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, because game development takes years. Like, they have games that are being developed right now you won't see until 2026, 2027.
New York came first, right? All other mutants are second-class citizens.
What is this called?
Guys, I think he's paranoid.
Oh, that's called
Seriously, I
arcade
don't
battle
feel a
results.
single amphibian larva between my toes.
What else do we got?
Anyone else getting deja vu?
Bebop and Rocksteady, just before they turned.
There was music called The Garbage Dump.
At the time, I thought, fake news. But now I see with my own 2 eyes. Turtles are monsters. Don't worry, little brother. Genghis is here
Yeah,
to protect
but
us.
unfortunately, they see, like, a lot of Japanese developers, like, these game activists, they aren't okay with certain types of outfits in fighting games. So they'll write scathing articles chastising and insulting the Japanese developers of, like, Street Fighter or Tekken or whatever. Instead of them being kind of like, well, you know, this isn't for me, they'll actually go and they'll attack us for buying that stuff. Like, they'll be like, oh, this person bought, like, a bathing suit thing, we're going to shame them. And then their response is, okay, we're going to put a 300-pound person that looks hideous with moles and unibrows, and if you don't buy that person, then you're a disturbing individual that is part of the problem. That's why these activists are crazy, is because there's no middle ground, there's no compromise, and they're not willing to work with us. They want to replace what's normal with what's been in video games for 40 years. And that's why there's been a pushback. And people are surprised. They're like, we took over... There's a... what do you call it? There's an article from a couple years ago. I don't remember what publication, where this person is surprised with a pushback with gamers because they said they easily took over comic books and television and movies and children's programming and stuff like that, but they're having such a difficult time changing the game industry. And they can't change gamers, so they're furious. Garbage dump. But they admit it. They admit that they're trying to change our industry and change it to be like every other thing. But gaming will never be like those other industries because it's completely different. I can give you another example why we're different than comic books. If you go to a comic book convention, right, and you talk to a person and you give them like an idea, like a comic pro, the comic pro is not going to do what you say because, like, that's your idea and there's, like, so much legality behind it, right? Okay, this music sucks. Sorry. This music's like, ugh. No, I don't like that. Garbage dump indeed. Ugh. What about this?
Y'all tadpoles gonna survive.
Okay, that works.
Should we follow him?
Yeah, we'll go follow and beat up the frog. Why not?
Cowabunga!
So?
Can't see a thing. Water's all murky.
So how can Genghis?
Frogs have a third eyelid. Lets them see underwater.
I'm sorry, did something smart just come out of Raph's mouth?
He and Donnie must have switched bandanas.
Hey, don't misunderestimate me.
Anyway, let's regroup. Figure out another way inside the facility.
That wasn't that hard.
Okay. So where was I? Okay, yeah. So, you know how, if you've ever gone to somebody in the media industry and you say, hey, I would like to see this change in the show or something like that, or it'd be cool if this super character in a comic book had like this ability or whatever, and they laugh at you and they're like, oh no, we can't do that kind of stuff. Like in the game industry, which I was a part of for a long time, when you offer feedback to a game developer or publisher, chances are you see a patch happen or you see some type of change. That's the power that you have in this industry, is the people who make these games are listening to you. They need your feedback to improve the game so that you will continue to buy their product. You cannot offer feedback for a comic book or a movie or TV show. They don't care about you. You're not important. They're so big of an industry, it doesn't matter. But the game industry understands how important their consumers, their customers, their gamers are to their brand. And that's why we've had like this type of, you know, very close relationship between gamer, game developer, and game publishers.
So, you think all that time Genghis was hopping on the water, he was actually absorbing the protein through his webbed feet?
Yippers. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that is a very sound theory. Also, a very big bad by us.
We gotta get inside that plant before he does something he'll regret. But that zero visibility water is a problem.
Let's drain it. Now that we know where the facility is, we can poke a hole underneath.
You had me until poke. Speaking as someone who pokes bad guys for a living. We need, like, a demolitions expert.
Hey, Link.
Let's tap Leatherhead. She's told me a lot of stories involving heavy machinery.
Shoot, that's actually Wingnut texting. Ah, man. She's been asking me to go to this arcade for weeks. I can't blow her off anymore.
Sounds like a fun way to decompress before we approach Leatherhead.
I mean, it was actually not a group text, so...
I call Blue Apron Doug and Sushi Sharks tournament fighters.
Kakuken! Okay.
Donnie's basically saying Wingnut was asking to hang out with Donnie and not you guys. But yeah, that's why, you know, we clash with these game activists, is because they don't understand. They're like, I don't understand why you're just not buying this thing like Concord and all this other stuff and you're going with First Descendant over that. Like, they can't comprehend.
Crikey.
Sorry!
What are you doing sneaking up on me like that? I thought you were poachers.
Why are you watching a sewing tutorial?
Trying to pick up some pointers? Or else?
I didn't know you were a seamstress.
We'll all have new careers come the apocalypse, won't we? I just got cracking a bit early.
Leatherhead, we need to ask you a Genghis-related favor.
Troubling news about the little croaker running off.
We have a rescue plan, but it involves drilling a hole in the roof of the sewers. Do you have any, I don't know, power tools strong enough to get through concrete?
How about a jackhammer?
Great, where is it?
You get me the jackhammer, then I'll get you a hole.
We're actually kind of broke right now.
Then borrow one from a construction site, yeah? There are condos going up all over the city. No one's gonna miss a single jackhammer for a fortnight.
Okay, I guess
What?
we'll do that.
Thanks, Leatherhead. We'll be back with the jackhammer.
Wait. So, they... They did not. So the Turtles are going to go steal now? Because Bebop and Rocksteady stole the speakers at the beginning, which they had a problem with. It's fine. We can just go steal the, What? Go steal the, construction equipment, because they're not using it right now. Oh my gosh. That's like the third time that you're stealing something in this game, and they're like, being like, okay, it's totally justified to do this. It's like, no, these aren't Ninja Turtles. These are Teenage Mutant Ninja Thugs. My gosh. Yep, this is not my Ninja Turtles. Yep, exactly. What are they teaching kids, man? It's messed up. But yeah, anyway, that's what's cool about being a gamer, is you actually have... Your voice is very powerful, and these activists and weirdos, they don't want you to use your voice because the game industry actually needs your feedback to improve these games. Even if they don't patch a game, right? Everything that you said that you did or did not like usually ends up coming into a sequel, or the company will start like branching off, like what happened to WayForward. WayForward was this big company that made a lot of games, but they ended up splintering off to its own company, Yacht Club Games, and they listened to all the feedback that players had about what kind of game they would love Way Forward to make, and lo and behold, what game came out from Yacht Club Games? Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight was born based on players' feedback that Way Forward heard for years that never did anything with it. And Yacht Club was like, wow, we could actually, make our own medieval adventure like platformer, and boom, they did it. So, I mean, never let these weirdos tell you that you don't have any power in the game industry, because gamers are a very powerful group. It's why we haven't been defeated yet by these weirdos that are not gamers. So, yes, I am all for 100% gatekeeping the game industry, because we don't need freaks and weirdos in gaming, because they contribute nothing. Their games always flop, and all they do is create animosity, drama, and they just hurt the game industry as a whole. Every single time. Bet! Supply run. Ominous music, I like it. Sorry preaching to you guys, but my dad's actually a minister, so I grew up hearing a lot of sermons. Oh, I grew up hearing a lot of stuff. I think my speaking style is based on a pastor, too. I don't know. Either that or a radio DJ. Ooh, this music works. Kind of. Driving music. Yeah, maybe it doesn't.
Are you sure this is safe?
It's not my fault the subway's out of service.
Well, we could at least go inside the van.
Where's the fun in that?
Got a good beat to it, though. Ooh, can we actually... Yes! Alright, so we got a attack on top of a moving vehicle. Classic Ninja Turtles.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Ow.
Ow. I think my biggest issue with this game, like, morality-wise, though, is, yes, Ninja Turtles have stolen stuff and done other, like, pretty shady stuff, but they've always had Master Splinter, like, reprimand them. And also, like, there was defining roles in classic Ninja Turtle stuff, like in 2003 and the 87 show, and even the old movies. Like, someone would be like, taking this is wrong, but then one of the turtles would be like, well, we have to because of this. They would explain their reasoning why they're doing it. Like, their reasoning here, Leatherhead, is like, you could just go and borrow this equipment. It's totally fine. But it's not fine. So, the difference is between, like, what we had as kids and, even in the 2000s, is there was always a character that would acknowledge that there is wrongdoing being done. And then it's kind of over. But at the same time, they, they're like, hey, we shouldn't be doing this. Or, if there's a villain that's doing something villainous, the Turtles will be like, we're here to stop you because you're doing this and that. And they're trying to see what the villains have to say about it. And Shredder or Krang would just be like, we're the bad guys. It's what we do. They take accountability for them doing bad things. The problem I have with today's, cartoons and animated movies is, like, there is no
All right, let's make our way to the
accountability whatsoever for doing, like, bad things. Like, they just gloss over it, and they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter, Or it's like, don't worry about this. You don't need to worry about this. Just go and do this because your feelings are hurt or whatever. Or there's a reasoning behind something. Like, they're trying to say the reason a lot of these mutants are going crazy in this storyline is because there's something bad in the water. So they're blaming a reason for what's happening to this, but they're not accounting for that some of these guys might actually just be misbehaving for a reason. They're trying to find something to blame it on. In this case, like, maybe bad water or something like that. That would be like if I wrote a show and my main character was having a gas leak in his apartment, and he decides to go over and knock over a bank, and he's like, the reason why I knocked over this bank is because I had a gas leak in my house. I'd be like, so? You know? So it's like a completely different way of not being accountable for anything. They're just kind of like not even paying attention to it. And even though they make fun of like the hokey shows from like the 80s and the 2000s, at least we had like some moral decency to be like, this is wrong, this is right. And the Turtles are here to be good guys. And the Turtles in this like new Nickelodeon universe, they feel like they're very like gray line, kind of ambiguous. And don't even get me started on Mikey in this. Mikey is a character that literally has ties to crime. And that's the joke that they have. It's like, oh, you know, I know a guy that we can smooth over some of this PR, or like we could spin this a different way. You know, Mikey is not a moral character in this. That's the joke though. Is he's a character that instead of being the fun-loving Ninja Turtle or whatever, he's kind of a thug. Now, I don't know if he's like that in the movie, but in this game in particular, he's totally like that. Which is part of the reason I don't play as Michelangelo, is I don't like what he has to say in the game. Oh, I like that music. Can we get that again? That actually made the fight kind of fun. What was that? No, go back, go back, go back. And again, I'm using my own soundtrack, because if you are a streamer, this game will give you nasty content ID strike stuff. So we're listening to the TMNT Smash Up soundtrack from the Smash Brothers Turtles clone from, I believe, 2009. Which is why, if some of you are from the 2000s, you'll recognize that the music has like kind of a ska, like rock beat to it. A little bit of techno stuff, but a lot of like heavy ska and rocky stuff, which I think works. It feels more Ninja Turtles than the music that was in this game, which was like very like R&B, like kind of funk, which got me like 22 claims. My first episode has over 22 content ID claims. Isn't that insane?
Shouldn't we just return it before they notice?
I think I showed like 9 of the claims on Twitter, because like my haters are weird. They're like, oh, you're not getting content ID, you're just saying stuff because blah 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 blah. It's like, no, I back up the receipts, fool. So I posted at least 9 of the content ID claims out of the 20 something. I'm not going to screenshot all 20 of them. But I was surprised. I was like, dang, that's a lot of content ID for usually like Square or something. If I do like a 2-hour stream of, we'll say Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or something like that, one song will get copyright, and then the entire stream is like, you know, demonetized, right? So with this Turtles game, they made sure to tell me that over 22 claims is what, like, almost got my video blocked worldwide. I'm like, dang, that's kind of messed up. But like I said, I appreciate outright reaching out to us and like, hey, this shouldn't be happening and we're going to take care of it. It's like, cool. But it's like a YouTuber only makes money on videos up to like a week. So if they don't get that stuff taken care of, like, Amber and I won't see a dime for that video. And that video's got like 6,000 or 7,000 views right now. It's like crap. This video's not going to get very many views. My policy is, as a Shadowban channel, as long as I get 1,000 views, like per stream, I'll continue to stream the series or whatever. That's, my bar is lower. Our bar is lower.
You're strong.
No, I like that music. Dang it, it helped me fight better. I've noticed that Raph doesn't have a lot of aerial stuff in this. Ooh, I like this. Very Ninja Turtles-like. Cool.
You can't stop me.
I do wish this game had like more gameplay aspects to it. It feels like half of the stream is just the Ninja Turtles like doing like dialogue, you know? Like the gameplay sections are very small. And there's a lot of this where the game kind of like pauses and you have all these turtles talking all the time. I just want to get in there and, you know, actually have like a 10 or maybe 20-minute level where they're not talking at all.
And they're standing between us and the jackhammer.
Okay, so they want me to do a parry now or something like that. Ow. Because what I've noticed is a lot of the actual gameplay of this game is like broken up into small little segments where you get like maybe 5 minutes of gameplay of like hack and slash, and then you have like 7 or 8 minutes of cutscene, and then if you're lucky you might get like a full level that'll last like 15 minutes before it's pancaked between like so much dialogue. And I don't mind dialogue and stuff, and I know they're trying to do like Persona stuff, but I think it's a little bit too much for a game like this that really doesn't have a lot of like meat to its gameplay. And the fact that they actually went out of their way to make decent like hack and slash controls and, you know, skill tree and stuff like that, it's kind of a shame that they didn't really implement this better, where you can actually play the game more than just sitting through a cutscene that you may not want to sit through. And of course, you know, you could skip the cutscenes and then everything that I'm saying is moot anyway, but I'm just saying, it would have been nice if this Turtles game actually had more of the video game aspect to it, instead of it doing whatever it is it's trying to do. Oops. Oh! I think that's my first game over. Alright, let's restart that.
No! We were so close!
So close, so close. Mission failed! Again. Probably should play as Leo, though. No, I'm gonna stick with Raph. Oh, it sends you back to the, Oh, wow, it kicked me out. Okay, so I'm gonna play as Leonardo, then. Where were we? Supply run? What level was I doing? This? 80%. Leatherhead needs a door tool to open the back door. Yeah, okay, so I'm going with Leo. If it gives me the option. Yeah, it does. Leo's a more balanced character in this game. He also has more skill tree stuff to him. The other characters, not so much. Alright, we're not... Skip. Oh, the time of day changed. That's cool. So before, this cutscene was during the day. Now you can see it's at night.
It's not my fault the subway's out of
So the day to night thing is kind of neat.
Go inside the van.
Where's the fun in that?
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm back on supply run. Dun, 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 dun. Bring it. Oh, ouch. You see how Leo has a nice balance? Also, he's the only turtle that I know of in this game that actually has like 2 skill trees. Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello, at least right now in my part of the game, do not have a very big skill tree. So, Leonardo is like the most leveled up character. So, you know, I should have kept to the whole rule of thumb for RPGs or like action games in general. When you grind one character, you should keep playing as that one character. Oops. What just happened? Okay. Ow. Whoa! Okay, I kind of got floaty there. Weird. No pizza drops. Dang, that's nasty. Just saw the, you guys probably missed that, but the hippo was just like run over by the tire of the car, and the car bounced. I don't know why they wanted to have that attention to detail, but here we are. Because, I mean, yeah, if you get run over, there's going to be like a little car is going to go bump. But it's like, is that really necessary?
All right, let's make our way to the construction site.
That's kind of funny. Yeah! This music kicks, man.
Since when are you into nature docs?
Well, whenever.
Because, I mean, that's a lot of double bass. But oh, whoops.
Really angry. One of the very few things that calms me down is Eric Pattenborough.
Kind of jealous.
I don't
That
see
dude's
what's
really
relaxing
good with
about
double
watching
bass.
hyenas take the lead.
Well, it's the calm manner
Even in my
which
prime, I
Earth
wasn't that
explains
good.
it. It's like all that chaos is just part of Earth.
Okay, I think I'm feeling it.
I noticed that a lot of songs today don't use a lot of double bass anymore. Like fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter and stuff totally do, but
Well done.
I noticed like in the 2000s there was a lot of video game music that utilized double bass with their drum parts. Because it sounds cool. It does.
Not there.
Come on, Leo. Is it yellow? Then yes.
Come on, take it easy.
Hank. Meow. Uh-oh. 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 Come on, Leo. Dig deep, man. Leo! Probably. Can we summon Donnie?
Donnie, it's your
Give me
turn.
food, man.
Easy mode.
We need a supply drop. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, of course, son. I'm still finishing up the turtle stream. I'm not quite ready for that other game we're playing just yet. Oh, what? What hit me? I got hit by something. Ugh. Now, does my health restore, or am I still low health going into this next part of the level? Was this a checkpoint? Okay, yeah. So your health is restored at every checkpoint. Okay, cool.
I've written a note to let them know
Wah.
we're borrowing it.
Shouldn't we just return it before they notice?
I feel like I did this before. The day to night thing is a nice touch, though. It's like, if you don't want to play the level during the day, the night stuff actually looks better. Like, it's a little bit too bright with the day aesthetic, so I like the night stuff better. It feels more like Ninja Turtles. I'm not used to Ninja Turtles being, you know, around during the day a lot. Unless it's like the 87 series. Right?
Come on.
Leatherhead?
Because they're supposed to be Ninja Vanish.
Insane.
But these are like
dirty?
very
Right. I'm prototyping some trousers.
out there
They're
in the
a
open
window.
Ninja Turtles, and that feels weird to me, you know?
Cause I paid for this fabric by the square inch, yeah?
One of the rare times it pays to be the runt.
Very bold turtles, yeah, being Teenage Mutant Ninja hipster turtles, being out in public so much. Which is weird because, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but, like, some people used to chastise, like, the 87 series, like, they were kind of dopey for being out during the day and being in public, but yet nobody brings attention to the new Nickelodeon turtles, like the Mutant Mayhem people or whatever, being out in public all the time. You know? It's like, it was bad when the 87 Turtles did it, but this new Turtles, they can get away with it when they're essentially doing the same thing. It's like, okay. And they still make fun of the 87 Turtles, so like, it's such a dated show with bad themes, and, you know, it was a toxic show, and it's like, get bent. Weirdos.
I've heard of construction cats, but construction newbies?
I can see the appeal of sleeping under scaffolding. I think they think we're after their shelter.
You still have time
Standing
on.
between us and the jackhammer.
I want to finish this chapter.
Not there.
Come on, music, help me out. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey. Slice and dice. Turbo Gento. Endless screw. Haha. Alright, I'm starting to get used to the dodging now. Still can't really do the counters very well, though, in this game. Counters are a little wonky. Ow. Whoa! What hit me? Anybody tell me that invisible enemy that hit me? That took a good chunk of my health. Something's going on. I don't quite know what it is, but there's like some type of invisible barrier that took a good chunk of my health. I didn't get hit by an enemy either. So that was weird. I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want to do this level again, but I still have no idea what hit me because I'm really far away from that electricity thing. So I don't understand why, like, right here, there it is again. Because I was nowhere near the electricity. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I wish the characters had actual super moves you could do too. They don't. Oh, I can sneak behind you? Oh, no! Uh-oh. And of course, they're immune to the electricity, right? See, Leo is the perfect character to use because he's balanced. There's balance in all things, my friends.
Anyone mind if we borrow this jackhammer?
Did you just yawn? Pretty sleepy myself. Maybe we can hit up that coffee place April likes on the way home.
No, he yawned because Leo asked permission. Or, Leo, that was a nice touch. Leo said, "Do you mind if I take this?" And then Mikey yawns. Because he's like, why do you need to ask permission? So, yeah, like I said, Mikey's a thug in this. And usually Mikey's like one of the most lovable characters. I don't know why they're doing that to him. That just doesn't seem in character to Michelangelo at all. That'd be more like Raphael or something, be like the bored one, or, you know, kind of on the line of maybe good or bad. But Mikey?
Got your jackhammer, Leatherhead?
That's a good one.
Hey, are those my pants you're working on? Didn't realize they were leather.
Are you serious, mate? Do I look like a monster to you?
I mean, sometimes, when you're yelling at us.
What animal do you think most leather comes from?
Why do I feel like she's gonna say crocodiles?
That's right, crocodiles. Me mum, me sis, me second cuz twice removed. No animals were harmed in the making of these pants. All my garments are vegan fashion.
Fascinating, but we should probably get hammering.
Just mark me an X and I'll hit the spot.
Okay, what shall I do today?
Nope, sorry. I have that cool soundtrack in my head. So I think that's good. I think we reached a good stopping point. So more Ninja Turtles tomorrow. Still haven't unlocked more of the skill tree yet, which is crazy because I have so many points that I could spend, but I've already bought everything. So I don't know how this unlocks. And I mean, the game officially comes out tomorrow, so maybe I can find out more info on it, but I only have 2 skill trees that are unlocked, and it looks like there's multiple tiers for skill trees. You guys and gals can see that, right? So, for whatever reason, it's just not unlocking. Maybe I need to do some side quests or something. I have no idea. And also, if you guys know how to unlock the 1987 Ninja Turtles, I cannot stand the character designs in this. And I have the Turtles 1987 thing. At least it said it downloaded. But I have no idea how to activate it. So if you guys know how to do that, feel free to leave us a comment and let us know. That'd be awesome. But I had fun. Hopefully you guys did too. I have no idea how much through the story we are. No clue. But, you know, like I said, gameplay's good. If you can skip the cutscenes, I would do that because then you wouldn't be irritated by the game story so much. The story is super cringy, very activist heavy, very little on Ninja Turtles fan service. Other than, you know, of course, costumes and some of the gameplay and stuff like that. Music is not really good in this game. So maybe it's kind of a blessing in disguise that we got hit with massive content ID, because it allowed me to play like a Turtle soundtrack that I was actually surprised was really good. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys and listening to the TMNT Smash Up soundtrack, so we'll have to do that again. It made the gameplay more exciting for me, especially when we got into some boss fights and had some slamming tunes, but that's just me. I'm not done yet. I still have another stream. We're going to be looking at a game that we missed out on. How many of you guys know who David Wise is? A lot of you guys should know who the name David Wise is, because that's a very important video game composer. But he worked on a game that just came out a few days ago that is a co-op game called Nikki Dorico or something like that, Magical World. And we're going to be playing that together, me and my wife, in just a little bit. And David Wise did the music, and I'm hearing good things about the game. It kind of flew under our radar because we didn't know anything about it. So that's why we missed out on it. I was really hoping that this Ninja Turtles game was going to be good, because the press release that I was given, like, gave us like some pretty cool info about the game and the gameplay. It didn't tell us anything about the story, so the story was kind of a shock that some of the stuff was included, because you don't usually hear games that are targeted for kids featuring, you know, essentially talking points of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, like that kind of stuff, or Concord, or Dustborn, you know, in a game literally that's targeting kids. So that's, I don't know, that took me aback. I was like, wow, that's very bold. So I mean, you know, Amber and I are beacons of light, so we fight against darkness, so it kind of like made us like, wait a second. So if they don't want us to talk about this kind of stuff, don't put this stuff into games, because I don't want to talk about it, but I'm not going to let you have your own narrative without, you know, common sense backing up your claims. So that's the reason why I speak out about certain things when it happens, is because you're not allowed to just have one type of echo chamber. You need to have at least like a balanced discussion going on. So that's why I say the things I say sometimes, which I don't want to, but, you know, sometimes it's necessary to stamp out evil, you know? But anyway, see you guys over on that David Wise game. Looking forward to it. It's also a PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and a Xbox game. And we'll be doing more Ninja Turtles and Mario tomorrow. So I already have all the thumbnails done too. So take care. God bless. Happy gaming. You guys are awesome. And I hope to see you guys on the David Wise game, because it looks interesting. Peace.